Hi, I'm Mike Frisch. Welcome to Fishing the Midwest. Today I'm at Hanay's Marine in the Twin Cities. Next time you're in the market for a new or used boat, check out Hanay's. They've got a wonderful selection of product. Today we're going to go to a wonderful fishing destination, one of my favorites. We're going to travel to the South Dakota-Minnesota border. We're going to be with Tanner Arndt and we're going to be on Big Stone Lake. What we're chasing giant bluegills, and if we get some bluegills, we're gonna switch over and chase largemouth bass. But first, it's Tanner Arndt and bluegills. Let's go. Today we're on Big Stone Lake. Now Big Stone is one of the premier multi-species fisheries in the entire country. It's got a tremendous walleye population. It's got really good panfish, bluegills, and crappies. The winter perch fishing is second to none. But today we're here, we're open water, we're fishing bluegills, and then if we get some bluegills, we're gonna go after those largemouth bass.
There are definitely fish here.
I see
one of them drag screaming bluegills.
Look at that. Ooh! Welcome
coming to you, Mike.
To Big Stone.
Yeah.
Did you mean to hit me in the head?
No, but
look at that.
I'm not too upset about it.
You gonna
look at that. Beautiful.
Measure
fish.
that one?
Probably a 9-incher. Just about 9.5.
That's a nice gill.
It is a nice gill.
Nice gill. That's a good way to start a fishing trip.
When you can lip them, you got a good one.
When you can lip them like a bass, that's a good one.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Let's get this one back and get
you know,
another.
If you were a better host, you'd let me catch the first one. A little while later, bobber down, big fish on.
Thanks for calling my shot, Mike. You just knew I was going to catch one, didn't you? That's a good one.
I would like to hear someone say Mike's got one. I want to catch one like that. That looks fun. God, look at those.
It's pretty this time of year.
Big Stone, huh?
Big fish Mike?
Big fish Mike. Tanner, you get me around them. Not, that's a little one.
A little one.
Compared to yours.
When you're calling 9-inchers little ones.
That's still a pretty nice bluegill. All right, I lied. I lied. It's another lipping bluegill. Look at that thing.
The bluegill fishing on Big Stone right now is, well, second to none. It's the quality of fish that we have in that 9, 10 plus inch range is crazy, and the numbers keep going up every year. So the future for this lake is looking really good. Double.
Ooh, mine is a giant, Tanner.
That's good.
God, what is this?
I don't feel very small either.
This could be. Is there bass in Big Stone Lake?
Oh yeah.
There is?
I'm guessing you just got a bluegill though. Or is it something else? Oh, you do got a bass. How about that, Mike?
Yeah. Some guys, you just can't, you just don't want them to have a line in the water, Tanner, and they're gonna catch a big fish.
Only problem is, my bluegill's about as big as your bass.
You know, Tanner, I was actually telling Logan on the way over today, I said, you know, he's like, well, I've never been on Big Stone. Tell me about it. I said, well, I've caught my biggest largemouth, my biggest bluegill, some of my biggest walleyes, some of my biggest perch. I said, yeah, I like Big Stone. Multi-species mecca, baby.
It's got them.
You bet it does. All right, let's get them back. As you can see, Big Stone is a world-class bluegill fishery, at least for North Country fishing. Then we don't get them much bigger than the average size that they are on Big Stone. One thing that's important is selective harvest. We're putting these fish back because these fish, they take a while to get to that size, and we want to make sure that there's a good population for future generations of anglers to come to Big Stone and enjoy. It's a big one too.
We don't make them real small out here.
You guys don't, do you? Look at
No.
that. Look at that. Ooh, doggy. Ooh, doggy.
That's good stuff there.
That is a bluegill. That. Look how fat he is. I don't think he's that long, Tanner.
I just missed one too. No, they don't get the length out here, but they're usually about as tall as they are long. Yeah, not even a 10-incher, but
9.5.
probably weighs a pound and a quarter.
Just fat.
Yep.
And they're just so pretty too.
This time of year is awesome.
Yeah.
They get them dark colors to them.
This is so cool. So cool. God, that's fun.
Fishing the Midwest is brought to you by G3 Boats, Lose, Strike King, and Explore Alexandria.
These are starting to come pretty quick,
Yeah, they are.
and they're not getting any smaller.
We like it that way. Ooh, look at that one.
He's digging.
How many times I say that though? Every fish I say, ooh, look at that one.
It's just crazy. We're talking about a fish digging when we're bluegill fishing.
I know. Look at that thing.
There's some of the veggies that they're living in right now too, but man, they are just healthy, healthy fish.
God, look at that. You know you have a bluegill when it completely covers your hand.
Yeah, there's no hand left here.
No, look at that. Wow. Nice, Tanner.
Yep, we get that one back too.
Man, these bluegills just pull and pull and pull. They go in circles, they go around the boat. They pull as hard as a bass or a walleye when they're this big.
When you're guiding out here, you know, this lake sets up perfect right now with these bluegills for doing families, you know, whether it's husband, wife, or kids. You know, it's just a good way that they can get out and enjoy the fishing. And the bluegills, you know, they're active. You can catch them fishing a slip bobber, which is, you know, a little bit easier presentation to do. So for guiding out here, it sets up well and has a good experience for everybody.
Oh, this one.
This one feels pretty good. This is what we're after right here.
Oh, yeah.
Just another
Ooh.
9.5 incher.
Oof. Oof.
That one's pretty. Look at the dark
Yeah.
orange under it.
Yeah, that's a beautiful fish. I'm gonna double us up here. I thought. That is a beautiful fish, Tanner.
Just don't get old of them things.
These bluegills are world-class bluegills. The average fish we're catching is about 9.5 inches. That's a trophy on most lakes. To be a trophy on Big Stone, it's gotta be probably 10 inches or better. Hopefully we can find one of those.
That's running like a bluegill. That famous spin.
The bluegills shake.
Yep. That's a good looking one there. Oh yeah.
Nice.
When the gill on the side of them is about the size of a quarter, you know you got something. Well, 9 3/4. That one just came up and sucked on it a little bit. That's a nice fish though.
That is a nice fish.
It's a bruiser.
Woo, doggy. That is a bluegill right there. That is speaking of good at fishing, look at this horse. Look at that.
Oh, that's a dark one. Look at that thing.
You know what I'm going to nickname this guy? Jolly Green.
Jolly Green.
Yep. Ah, look at that. Fun, fun, fun.
That's more like it.
Mr. Bluegill. How is that one, Tanner?
I think he's good. He's taking me for a ride here.
It's gonna be pretty over in that sun too. Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful shot.
That's what we
You catch
like
him
right
all by
there.
yourself?
I did. All by myself. Look at the colors on that thing. That ain't the biggest one we're gonna catch today, but
There are not many prettier than that.
that thing is beautiful.
I just love that. I just love that. If bluegills are for kids, I just want to be a kid. I'll be a kid, okay?
You're a kid, Mike.
I'll be a kid.
Yeah.
I'm cool with being a kid. Look at how fat that one is.
That one eats like I do. Oh, I missed one.
Look at that thing. Tankersaurus. Hooked up. Ooh.
Spinning.
Drag squealer too.
Yep.
That might be the one, Tanner. What do you think?
Just digging down there. Come on up.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
One. Whoa.
That is a pretty one.
That is a big bluegill.
That's what we came here for,
Yep.
Mike.
What do you think, Tanner?
That might be our 10 right there. That's just a beautiful fish. Let's get her down here and check it out.
Oh my.
Oh, not even question about it. We're almost 10 and a half.
Nice fish, Tanner.
Look at that. That was almost instant, Mike.
Instantaneous bite.
I'm over here pretending like I don't even got a worm on and you get them back to back.
That's all right. You just keep watching. You'll figure it out.
Look at that.
Look at that nice one. Tanner, you know what?
I found your spot, Mike.
You found my spot?
I did.
Doggone it.
Highway to Rob going right off you.
You came in on my spot that I stole from you.
Exactly.
I guess that's acceptable. Yours looks bigger than mine.
Ah, they're pretty close. When you get two fish like that, I don't think anybody's arguing whose is bigger. They're both just pretty big. But I do believe mine is a little bit bigger.
Think so? I'm okay with that. If you're gonna get second, I'll get second with that one.
That's a proud second.
That is a proud second.
Yeah.
You know, in some places you get a silver medal for second.
I'll find you a silver medal.
Fishing the Midwest is brought to you by Hanna's Marine, Blackfish Gear, Cabatoga Lake, Right Height, maker of the turret forward-facing sonar transducer mount, and Diamond Buick GMC.
So Tanner and I catch a dozen, maybe 15 Magnum bluegills. We decide we want to go after bass. Now, an average bass in Big Stone is 2.5 to 4 pounds. Hopefully we can get some of those on the bigger end of that average, but right now we're post-spawn, and post-spawn can be a little tougher for those big fish, but hey, an average fish in Big Stone is still a good one. Good?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, nice one, Tanner.
Big old bass.
Look at that one. Woo! There's a way to start a bass fishing trip.
That is. Oh, he wasn't going nowhere too.
Right in
Look
the
at that.
snout. Nice.
Beauty.
Good one. What'd you get that on?
That was just on a,
Jig?
well, the old staple, the black and blue jig.
Black-
A little rage craw on the back
Black
end
and
of her.
blue jig and a rage craw. It's kind of a hard combo to beat.
It is. But yeah, you can see they're just post spawn here, but that's a beautiful fish.
You know, the cool thing, Tanner, is 10 minutes ago, we were catching 9.5-inch bluegills. Now
Yeah.
we switch up. First bass is a pretty darn good one.
We're
Let's get
growing
another
good
one.
out here.
So what we're doing is we're targeting rocks with weeds around, so kind of holes in the weeds where there's rocks. It's not a monster. I got some vegetation with them though, Tanner.
Hey, you did.
Thought he's bigger than that. Of course, when you drag in half the lake.
The bass fishing on Big Stone, well, the last couple years has been excellent. It's no secret anymore. The quality of fish that you see in here for the upper Midwest is pretty good. A lot of fish in that 3 to 6 pounds. We've even seen a couple tipping over that 7-pound range. And there's guys that they're talking that there might be a new state record in the lake right now.
Hooked up, Tanner?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's like the ones that Mike's been catching.
Hey!
Another good largie nonetheless though. Switch back up to that swim jig. Got some shallower grass here. Caught that one. He wasn't going nowhere.
They're definitely post-spawn though, aren't they? They don't have that big thick belly like they'll have in a few weeks.
No, definitely. I mean, you know, they're starting to feed back up a little bit, but these fish are definitely post-spawn, starting to feed up. They're in good shape, but skinny for this time of year, so.
Yes, Tanner and I are using moving baits when the cover is a little more open. When we get into that more dense cover and we want to hit those pockets, those spot on the spots, then we go to drop baits, Texas rigs like a Texas rig rage craw, or that jig and rage craw that Tanner's dropping. Bring him, Tanner. Right here. Ooh, that's a nice one. Keep him down.
There we go.
There you go, Tanner, good job.
We're getting bigger.
We're getting a little bigger.
Getting a little bit later in the day, so we flipped into a gap in the weeds where we got some rock. Found a little bit better fish here, so see a lot of little ones shallow, but I think we get a little deeper here, we can get a few more of these better fish.
Yep, that's a what, 2.5 pounder, 2 3/4?
Yeah, solid fish.
Yeah, it's a good
They
one.
get bigger out here, but that's a good one.
All right.
Get her back.
Fishing the Midwest is brought to you by Distinctive Cabinet Design, Superior Industries, and Starbright.
It's a bass. Oh yeah,
Good?
not bad.
Need help?
I'll take help. Help is good.
Ooh. I saw him.
Get up in here.
There, I got him.
Look
That's
at
a
that.
nice one. Now, that's on that new gold-bladed thunder cricket, isn't it?
That's actually the tungsten one.
Oh, that's the tungsten one.
Yes, just tied that guy on.
Oh, yeah, it is the tungsten
We
one.
got a little bit of wind today, and
Here, I can't get him. You're gonna have to grab the.
yeah, we had a little bit of wind today, so we have been throwing a little bit of the swim jig stuff, but figured with the wind we could get away with the blade.
That fish over 4 pounds.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
a healthy one too.
Yeah, that's a
that
good
one. He's already been putting the feed bag on a little
Yep.
bit after post spawn
Coming back
here,
a little
so.
bit from the spawn.
Yep, they're looking good. That's a nice fish.
Tanner and I both use Lew's rods and reels. How come? Well, the Lew's rods offer a few things that we like for bass fishing. First of all, they're technique specific, so you know you're using a rod designed for the technique that you're fishing with. The rods are lightweight, they're super sensitive, but they have the backbone that we need to pull a big bass away from the dense weed cover. The Lew's bait casters are also super lightweight, so they balance well on a bait casting rod and reel. Plus, they're smooth as silk, they make long casts, and they've got really, really dependable drag, so when you get a big bass, you can count on the drag. There we go.
That ain't a bad one.
Not a bad one at all. 2.5, 2 3/4 maybe, huh? Just fun.
If this is a bass, we're
I
going
told
to be
you to
taking
put
a trip to wherever they register the state records.
I told you to put us on a 7-pounder.
This is way over 7. Jumbo cat. Holy cow.
Nice. Ah.
Wow.
A big old catfish.
12.5.
I would buy that.
Yeah. Well, we said Big Stone's got them and big fish, right? That might not have been what we're after, but pretty cool anyway.
Yeah, it is cool.
Back she goes.
Big Stone Lake caters to the traveling angler. There's public access is spread up and down both the Minnesota side and the South Dakota side, so you can always find calm water to launch your boat. And the lodging and food options are second to none. There's numerous resorts, various lodges, and hotels, motels as well, plus a lot of great places if you're hungry after a full day of fishing on Big Stone. And Artie's Bait and Tackle at the foot of the lake is a great place to stop. The folks in Artie's are friendly. They want you to catch fish. They're going to get you the right equipment, and they're going to get you headed in the right direction as well too. As always, thanks for stopping by. I'm Mike Frisch. We'll see you again next time. And remember, include a youngster in your next outdoors adventure.